Welcome back, everybody. My name is Mr. Reality, and I'm joined with Liz Cross. We hope you had a great holiday season, and I know this man helped me get some gifts. It made it easier, and it's destroying our entire economy. So I thought we'd bring in Jeffrey Preston Jeff Bezos, and see what he has to say.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Wow. I don't think I've probed him before.
I don't think so either. I looked through the list.
Wow. How are you? Okay, first impressions, extremely arrogant, narcissistic, throws tantrums if he doesn't get his own way. What else
The
would you
thing that
like to
made me
know?
mad is when the Blue Origin ship came down and it had Bill Shatner on it, he ignored Bill Shatner. And you don't ignore Captain Kirk. So that was my problem with Bezos. But I thought that he has like a bit of an attitude. Let's ask him what emerging technology or innovation he thinks has the potential for the greatest impact on society.
Ooh, what emerging technology has the greatest impact on society? It's something to do with flying. And what do you think it is? It's like individual. Are you talking about flying cars? No, he's talking about individual planes, almost like the Jetsons, those little individual pod type vehicles, but
Like
they're not
John
cars.
Denver, like an airplane that he used, or
This doesn't have wings. This doesn't have wings.
how does
And
this code work tie into personal transportation devices that are aerial?
how does this tie into personal? He's seen these. These have been invented. He's been asked to invest in these. He did not invest in them. He's waiting to see how it goes. But it's almost like it looks like a Jetson mobile. I swear, that's what he's showing me. They're out there and they're amazing. They use zero energy. They're solar powered. So you don't have to use electricity to charge them. No, they're very effective. Are they fast? In some cases, they are. But how do you avoid like crashing into one another? And he says that you have a dedicated like flight path. Would we go as high up as airplanes? No. So we would only go really as high up as a drone could go, no higher than a drone, but that's what he's talking about. And so now I have to ask this question. Is this technology going to be a win-win situation? So I'm asking him to step aside for a moment and I'm asking Spirit if this is going to work. And is this going to work? No, it is not.
There you go. Blue Origin has made some strides in space exploration. Are there any milestones that he sees coming in the future? And what are those for Blue Origin?
What is Blue Origin?
His the taking people up and flying around and then coming back down. So it's this pod that low orbital space tourism that's not quite in space.
Oh, is this what you were trying to tell me about? No. Okay, so how do you think that Blue Origin is doing? It's not doing well. Why is it not doing well? Because they haven't perfected the technology. It's very risky. The user assumes, or the writer assumes, all risks. They want to make this as safe as possible, and they want to do it in a very cost effective way so that everyone on the planet can experience this. It's almost like the computer, right? Computers used to be extremely expensive. It was hard for people to obtain them. It was only really the affluent and the wealthy. And then as the market becomes more saturated, more and more people have them. Now it seems as if everybody has computers, or most people in the world. That's how he wants his space mission to go as well.
What's the upside? There's no destination. It's just a visionary excursion, like 20,000 leagues under the sea. It's at 20,000 leagues over the sea. There's no, I don't understand space
Right.
tourism. It's, to me, you're not going anywhere.
What is the upside? It's just the experience. Is there anything else? I mean, do you want to discover new planets? Oh, yes, he does. But is this purely from an egotistical point of view? Mostly. Mostly he wants to be the best. And so do you feel like you're in competition with Elon Musk? Absolutely. Do you
What does
feel
he
like
think
you're
about
in,
Elon?
what do you think about Elon Musk? He does not like Elon Musk.
Why not?
Why don't you like Elon Musk? He's too what? He's too what for his own good? He's too flippant. He has no filter. He's too vocal.
You
And
should say what you mean. That's my theory too. People say the same about me.
well, but Jeff Bezos doesn't like that. He says, I don't speak to the, public. I let my PR take care of that.
Well, let's look back at Amazon. Over the growth and the strategies of Amazon, what does he feel has been, what have they done differently to adapt to consumer behavior over the growth like the last 5 years?
What have they done differently to adapt to consumer behavior? Well, they're trying to make it more efficient. They're trying to make it more cost effective. Obviously, they have electric vehicles now. Were those made by Elon Musk? No. Um, they're just trying to cut costs. What about the manpower involved in dealing with it? They want to cut that too. They want to eliminate as many humans as possible from
When
their
you say
workforce.
eliminate, you just mean not have them work for. His goal is not to eliminate humans. I want to clarify for people out there, I hope.
Right. It's to eliminate those roles that humans have to fulfill.
Yeah, I've noticed a
And
lot of
have
artificial
them,
intelligence in the Amazon infrastructure recently. Um, can you share some things about what he's doing philanthropically that we might not hear about?
what are you doing philanthropically that we may not? He gives a lot of money to charity, children's charities. He gives a lot of money to scholarships, funds a lot of colleges, universities. He gives a lot of money away.
Does he feel like it's his job as a steward, as a billionaire, to set up more programs for people? Like, what does he feel his role is on Earth, being as wealthy as he is?
What do you feel like your role is on Earth? Innovation. So when you were you're thinking in terms, or your question was in terms of, well, he's got all this money. How is he going to better people and things like that? All lovey dovey, like you used to see Bill and Melinda Gates. That's not Bezos at all. I can assure you. He is not philanthropic in that way. I feel like he doesn't mind giving scholarships in colleges and opportunities to people, but he's not one to just give handouts. They have to work for it.
How does he feel that AI is going to disrupt his company of Amazon over the next 5 years?
How do you feel AI is going to disrupt? It could possibly take over the whole running of Amazon, where he can just cut out a lot of the employees.
Does he think that will have a negative impact on people's ability to use Amazon if no one can afford Amazon or no one has money and no one works there anymore?
He says people will always find money for Amazon. People like to buy goods. They like to buy essentials. And I'm saying, but why? It was really COVID. Was COVID the defining moment for Amazon? Yes, it was. COVID really put Amazon center stage. It's not obviously just, you know, dry goods, he says, but you can get just about anything. And he's talking more specifically in the places where there's like the Amazon marketplaces or Amazon Fresh or things like that. So it expanded to groceries. Do you want to be the main provider to the world and you know, where people don't have to? Obviously, that's what he says I would love to do. The more people depend upon Amazon, and he's saying it's better for the environment. And I'm like, hold on. I have to ask you, how is all of this cardboard box, plastic wrapping, tape, you know, how is that better for the environment? And he's saying we're working on cutting that down too. Because that is a mess. Like, that's one of my pet peeves about Amazon. It's like, wow, I wish it could just be delivered to me without all the packaging and the boxes and all the, you know, the stuff, and then you end up with piles of boxes that you have to either burn or recycle.
Oh yeah,
But
it's
they
super
are
fun.
working on that.
Burn everything down. Uh, you said your grandparents were very influential. Can you walk us through your coming up with the idea of Amazon and where you see it going, like in the next 10 to 15 years?
Um, he's just gonna grow and grow and grow. He wants Amazon, even small, like gas stations or your service stations or your local corner shop. He wants that to be Amazon. He wants Amazon to be everywhere.
What's holding you back with the drone deliveries? Are you facing challenges in different city states?
It's about perfecting the technology. It's just not quite there yet. And it's a very expensive program to run.
What were you in a past life? Would he know that, or do we have to ask his higher self?
I can ask his higher self. What were you in a past life? He was a peasant. He was a peasant, but he worked his way up. Were you a peasant in this lifetime? Oh no. No, he was not. He did have startup money and he just grew it from there. But listen, his personality, he's brutal. This is not the type of guy that you say no to, that you stand in his way, that you don't do what he asks you to do. He is very competitive and he is very much like a sharpshooter. You know exactly where you're gonna stand with him. He doesn't mince his words and he's not afraid to tell you. He's not going to sugarcoat it. Um, and I'm getting that he's not a very nice person.
What are some of the things that you've invested in quietly that people might not know about?
What are some things that lots of technology. He has different companies that he invests through. So they don't know that it's Jeff Bezos directly investing in their companies, but he's willing to throw money at ideas.
Are you working on any space or asteroid mining?
Into any space or asteroid mining? Absolutely. Absolutely. And something to do with crystals, some sort of crystal thing he's showing me that is necessary for transmissions. I'm not sure what that is, but it's some sort of technology crystals.
What do the technology crystals do?
They're necessary for like components. They're components to parts or computer parts or cell phones or transmission. They're like little crystal things.
Are these technology crystals things you can mine or things you have to create?
Do you mine them? Yes, you mine them. Yes.
They're a technology crystal. Is it from an ancient civilization?
No, no, it's some sort of component in the technology in the electronics.
Has he ever met with any extraterrestrials that he knows about?
Have you ever met with any extraterrestrials? No, but he does believe in them.
Is he part of any breakaway civilization?
Are you part of any breakaway civilization? No, but he stays as far away from society as possible. He's not a people person.
How close are we, or is he, to making asteroid mining a reality?
How close are you to making asteroid mining a reality? No, it's quite far off in the distance.
I gotta say, his merch division is pretty weak at Blue Origin.
Oh my goodness. And I'm asking him about Lauren Sanchez. Why why do you love Lauren Sanchez? Because she loves me. Do you feel that your ex-wife loved you? No, she hated me. She despised me. But do you think that was to do with maybe your behavior or the way you treated people over the years? Probably. So, I mean, what is it with this Lauren Sanchez? She adores me. So, the reason he loves Lauren Sanchez is because in his perception, it's that she loves him.
What's his
And
relationship like with his kids?
what's the relationship like with your children? Not good. No, it's not good.
Well, it's nearly the end of 2023, Liz. Let's do a movement exercise on Jeff Bezos and take him out into the future. Where do you want to take him?
Do you want to go maybe like 2027?
2027. Jeff
All right.
Bezos. What are you working on right now? It's January 1st, 2027, 9 a.m.
Um, he's not working on anything. He's interested in being retired, is what he just said to me. Like, I just want to enjoy my life. I want to. Are you still with Lauren? Yes, they're still together. And are you still living on the yacht? Yes, they still like to live on a yacht. And whereabouts are you in the world at the moment? And he's telling me he's in the Mediterranean.
How's Amazon doing?
Ooh, how's Amazon doing? It's growing. Has it slowed down at all? No. It's getting bigger and bigger all the time.
How's Blue Origin doing?
How's Blue Origin doing? Not so good.
Well, I'm gonna look at their merch. It's not unreasonable to assume that they didn't do great. That was a great one. Thank you so much, Jeff Bezos, for joining us. We enjoyed chatting with you, and thank you, Liz Cross, for bringing his unconscious mind to the public.
Oh, wow. Yeah. So he's interesting. I tell you what, he's not a warm and fuzzy character by any stretch of the imagination. Like, the only way I should imagine that Lauren Sanchez is with this guy is that she constantly compliments, caters to his every whim, showers him in love and affection. And I get that he's a very cold person, but she doesn't care. She just is the type of person that doesn't expect any any sort of any sort of reciprocated emotions, right?
That's right.
Yeah,
Thanks
there
so
you
much,
go.
Liz.
You're so funny. And on that note, everybody should buy you a coffee. Your tip jar's in the comments. Thank
Happy
you
New
for
Year,
that.
everybody.
That's hilarious.